Hello there, it's Saxon in Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Today we're going to find and equip the digital scope. We're sick of the iron sights. This is what the scope looks like, attached to the weapon. We're going to race up to Monte Punchu. We're going to drive up there. We're going to have some adventures on the way. We're going to get out of the truck when we get there and walk up the side of the mountain. Once we get there, we're going to recce the top of the mountain with the drone, and then we're going to fight the bad guys, loot the site, attach it, and then compare it to the iron sights, and then generally look cool with a badass scope. So we're continuing this on from the last video where we started all the way down here and we're heading up to Monte Punchu. And the mission is located at a side mission where you steal an aircraft and claim some supply points. And it's right on this ridge line right here, and we're going to drive up there. I've got my AI crew with me today, and this is one of the scopes that I recommend using. I like it. Lots of people have different preferences on what scopes to use. There are many of them in the game. This is the one I prefer. Yeah, driving sucks in this game. At least ways my driving does. There's some pretty narrow paths on the route up here if you follow the highlighted blue route. And then we run into this guy here, and then we run into a checkpoint. Then after that, there's another checkpoint. The guys get out and start shooting, laying down some fire. We just kind of keep going because the idea is not to stop for that. And once we get away from these guys, we break contact with these guys here, pushing some stuff out the way because they want me to stop. Well, they don't, they're just panicking. Don't know if they really want me to stop or not, but we're heading up there and pulling off to the side, and you can see the missions high on the right on the side of the mountain. And this is where we dismount and head up there. Navigate our way up to the top of the saddle, the high ground. You can see it highlighted there. This is a closer look at it. We're going to head up to this point up here where the road ends, and there's a checkpoint where some Santa Blanca cartel are holding a little supply drug running aircraft. It's got supplies, so we could take that. I'll make a separate video of that one. So we're going to follow this path around here, and we're going to scare the locals a little bit as we run through here. But you can put your weapons away. It scares them less when you put your weapons away, but generally we get out of the way and we don't engage them anyway. So we're heading up to the high ground, or the spur on the left, and we're going to have to break off the trail and go up here. And as we come on up, you can see the orange threat clouds on the mini map there, and that's the brighter the cloud, the stronger the bad guy presence. So there's probably one or two at the dull orange one, and then there's 4 or 5 at the bright orange and yellow. So I'm throwing up the drone here, getting my, well, this is the map feature. I'm taking a look. And I'm probably going to come from this end here. I'm going to mark it real quick and then go clear that end out first, and then fight my way back to the left side, or the southwest side.
Eyes on a narco with a submachine gun.
Now I'm in the crouch position, so I'm in stealth mode, and that means that the AI that's with me are also in stealth mode. And we're coming on up here to the northeast side of the runway. And this is where we'll, while still in cover, we're going to throw the drone up, press Z or Z, and there's one bad guy there. I only see one. And then there's the runway, kind of a desert strip runway. There's the airplane, little green Cessna-like aircraft. And the actual device we're looking for, the scope, is flashing right there under the crosshairs now. That's where it's located. So the plan is going to be to clear out that end first, go all the way, flank him. I think we're just going to go ahead and see if we can take him out silently and not alert the rest of the guards. And then use that plateau there, that flat area, to see if we can call the rest of the bad guys over to us and shoot them as they come onto us versus us trying to engage them. And that's the nice thing about this game, there's so many different tactics you can use depending on your style and the circumstances that you're in. I can see this guy, I can get pretty close, I've gone to pistol here. And I can shoot him through cover, which is always the best way. He doesn't know I'm here. And just being patient, looking for any surprises. That's a pretty good shot right there. He's isolated, so down he goes. Then I'm going to push off right here onto this plateau. And okay, he's moving fast, so he's definitely aggroed on me. I'm going to see if I can get him to come back to me instead of me coming to him. Yep, there's two. One on the right, one in the middle. Now I'm going to see if I can get them to come to me. And if not, we'll give them a bit of encouragement. The rest of the team will be getting into position doing the same thing. They shouldn't be charging. I've not told them to attack.
Shit, man down.
And here we're going to give them just a little bit of encouragement. Throw a grenade, get them to split up a little bit. See if we can get one or two of them. Let's throw another for good luck.
Frag out.
And down he goes. Again, these nose iron sights, they're horrible, aren't they? We'll fix that today. This is the first mission I've done that's off the storyline. And it's to get the scope, the optic scope that I like to use. It's a digital scope. It's got up to a 3 power on it. We'll do a little demo at the end and a map of this place. Oh, bad guys are flanking us. My guys are helping me out. My count's 4 out of the 7 that we've seen so far. I don't know if I get this guy or if he got him. I'll give him the credit, make him feel good. So that's it. It's pretty easy to clear out. Now that plane sometimes takes off if you're not careful about getting the pilot. The pilot decided to assault on us. You can see right now that's the actual scope. That's a weapon attachment. A little weapon with a cog symbol. And claimed. There we go. It's that easy. It's a great scope. You can use it on submachine guns, assault rifles and sniper rifles. And it goes on here by clicking the parts. Then click on scope. You can see it's new. Click on it to equip it. Now it says equipped. And then as I back out, you can see that the weapon is now attached with a decent scope. And here's just some examples now. This is iron sights, and this is iron sights zoomed in. So that's it. Not really great. You can use it, but definitely not preference. This is with the scope itself. And I'm going to zoom into the first power, which is 2.5, and then you can hit B to zoom in to 3.5, and that's a good scope. I'm happy with that. That's what I use most of the time. And like I said, it fits on assault rifles, sniper rifles, and some submachine guns. It's located up in Monte Punchu, at the bottom end of the district, right on top of a ridge line. And you'll see this is when we've not really been there before. We've driven this route right now. You can come on in, zoom in, find that runway, and then on the southwestern corner of the runway is where the scope is, and then the northeast corner is where we started the contact and took out the drug runners or smugglers, and they ended up down here, picked up the scope. Nice simple mission. Get your feet wet in doing side missions. You can get lots of different weapon attachments this way, weapons and weapon attachments. And that is what I recommend that you do. You can drive up there, you can fly up there once you've found the location. You'll pick up other missions on the way. Whether you use them or not is up to you. This has an alternate route of driving to the east, and there's also a spawn point that's close to it. The closest spawn point to it is just up here. As I zoom in Agua Verde, Punta de Agua Verde. My Spanish is horrible. So you can either start from down here when you start the first mission, like we did before in the previous video, or you can zoom in to the closest spawn point if you can find it. If it's not populated on your map because you haven't been there yet, go ahead and find Monte Pinchu, find that ridgeline, then come south of the ridgeline and you'll find there's the ridge itself, the runway is on the high ground. And then if you come south of here, I think it is, you'll find a spot to spawn in right down here, a little further out. Agua Verde Bravo. And that's the scope. Please like and subscribe. I hope this helped you. Bye bye.